Joined now by the victorious coach of the Highland Springs Springers, Loren Johnson. And Coach, it was a typical opener,
yes.
Sloppy at times,
yes.
But your teams found a way to make plays when they had to make plays, and you come away at 21-14 winner.
We won, right? So that's the first thing I'll start off with. I'm excited about that. It's hot out here. It's muggy. You got kids cramping up, drop balls, kids running wrong routes. Protection is bad at times. It's just a lot to work on, and I think if we work on those things, we'll be better, and hopefully we get better between week 1 and week 2.
Talk about Carter. When they scored to make it 14-7, Carter really just kind of took over. He was the key element in that drive where he went down and got the 2 touchdown leading.
Yeah, we saw some stuff that we needed to change. We saw it at halftime, but we thought we can just kind of impose our will on them. That's a little harder to do than it is to say, and we held on to that thing to the second drive, and I think it was probably like the second or third drive we came back. We want to start implementing those things. He saw it, the coach saw it on the sideline. I get the pleasure of calling the plays, but those guys made the checks, and when they made them, we were in good shape. So we just want to take advantage of his strengths, Juwan Carter's strengths, in areas where we felt like they were weak in that situation those times.
Woody Winborn and Jordan Hall gave us a glimpse of what they're capable of. Your defense bent at times, but didn't break, made some adjustments too that really helped.
Yeah, we were down a couple guys, right? So you got some guys falling down, hurting ankles, pulling up, lame in a couple different places. So we had to mix some new guys in, guys who had just moved to the position, in 4 days, and guys fatigue and everything else. So we got everything moving in the right direction. I think we got the right mix, and if we can continue moving in that right direction, then we should be better.
And the mix was really interesting. I mean, I said one of the keys to the game was, you know what you had with your quarterback.
Right.
You had to find somebody that wanted to step up in the skill position.
Absolutely.
And you're still auditioning.
Yeah,
like to me.
It is, and not necessarily so much audition. I think everybody has a skill, right? So we just got to utilize that skill when we need to. And we got to throw wrinkles in with those skills, but we just got to utilize them as best as possible.
Coley really sparked you when you moved him back to running back.
Yeah, we needed to get him in there, just a change of pace type guy. But again, we got some things up front that you got guys that are veterans. You think they're going to do a great job. But like I always say, they're 14, 15, 16 years old. They make mistakes.
Speak to the exposure that a game like this, elements being tough, the teams being even matched. There's no, all right, we got 9 more games to fix this. There was a lot of invested in this game. Talk about what that does to reveal character and also to reveal flaws, because we talked about it briefly as we always do. You got to win, but you got a lot of things to fix.
I mean, you just said it. It reveals character, right? And then it reveals flaws. So when we get back, I guess, to what we call our war room, we'll work on it tonight, and we'll find out what we can improve on immediately. Games like this, Coach Beamer used to say to us all the time when I played college football that games like this, they make you work harder in the all season, and then they show you who you are immediately. And that's what I like to do. I like to find out who we are and what we can do right now, not 3 weeks down the road.
And as much emotion and anticipation as there was in this game, in a way, is it a relief to have it in the rearview mirror and have it in the win column?
Absolutely.
And now it's like, okay, now the season.
I don't know if we take a deep breath and say now the season, because we got a very good team in Northview coming up next week. I'm not sure what they did tonight or how they played or what's going on with them right now at this point in time. But I tell you what, it feels good to get the win. But it's going to feel even better if we can duplicate it time after time throughout the season.
Of all the, go ahead. You got one more thing?
No. I was just going to say that I thought we plugged a couple of holes. The kicking game. All of a sudden, you got 2 starts at the 20-yard line, which ought to be illegal. And so, you see all the bad stuff right now.
Right.
I just saw. It was as pretty as it was last year, and as exciting as it was at the end. Not that this was a yawn or anything. But it was just, this seemed like a harder game to me. It seemed like both teams were just really struggling. Both teams like a serious investment.
Absolutely. And they lost their last game to us, right? Last year, and then they lose their first game to us this year. You can't discredit, you can't take it from them. They wanted to win this game badly. It doesn't matter if they're a new quarterback, lose 18 seniors, whatever the situation is. They wanted to win. And with that being said, you're going to get somebody's best effort when they're playing. Same as next week. I know we're going to get Northview's best effort. So I feel good to say that we got a W. Forget how it looks. I'm not worried about style points.
You know, all the things you accomplished last year, that team wasn't 1-0.
No.
This team is.
Yeah, so we got to see what happens from here.
Coach Loren Johnson, Gary Criswell, I'm Gary Hess.